Fun. New York Congressman Mike Lawler joins me. Congressman, why are they so negative on the Iran strikes? I'm out here saying it's because they hate Trump. What say you?
I don't think there's any question, Stuart, that is at the basis of their opposition. No matter what the president says or does, they take the opposite position, even if it exposes their own hypocrisy. Every Democrat has said for years, for decades, that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon, that every effort must be taken to prevent it, and that the Ayatollah and the regime must go. And now suddenly they have amnesia and are defending this regime. And it really is remarkable to watch. From my vantage point, not only was the president's actions lawful, both under Article 2 and in compliance with the War Powers Act, but it was righteous. The fact is that Iran was building up its ballistic missiles program at such an alarming rate that it would have been untenable in the future to be able to ensure that they do not actually have the nuclear bomb. This was a necessary action to eliminate the threat from their ballistic missiles program, their financing of terrorism, their nuclear ambitions, and their mass slaughtering of their own people. Where is the Stop Genocide Now crowd? None of these folks who were demanding, a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas have anything to say about the brutal slaughtering of innocent Iranians in the streets. They don't care. And so what it really boils down to, Stuart, is not just anti-American, anti-Israel rhetoric that we continue to hear, but it really is a hatred of Western democracy and Western values. And fundamentally, in this instance, the president has eliminated the threat, and our military is in the process of ensuring that we not only decimate their naval fleet and their military capabilities, but we eliminate their capacity to produce and use ballistic missiles.
Congressman, the Senate failed to pass the War Powers resolution that would have forced Trump to end the strikes on Iran. The House is going to vote today. Now, Congressman, does anyone think we should limit presidential power and stop the war right now when it appears that we're winning?
No, I think we will be able to defeat this today in the House in a bipartisan vote. I expect several Democrats will join almost all of the Republicans in defeating this resolution. It's dangerous, frankly. If you actually read the fine print, it would require an immediate withdrawal, which would actually jeopardize our troops and put more people in harm's way, and it would really jeopardize our military bases and our allies in the region. So to me, this is foolish. We should allow the administration to do what it needs to do over the coming days and weeks to ensure the threat is fully eliminated. What Israel has been able to do in terms of eliminating the Ayatollah, the clerics, and the leadership of the IRGC is critical as the U.S. strikes at these military facilities, the ballistic missiles production sites, and the launchers to end the threat of Iran permanently. That is the objective, and the United States military is executing on it.
Can you give me 60 seconds on this? The Medicaid czar, Dr. Oz, he's launching an investigation into New York's $124 billion Medicaid program. He says it's full of waste, fraud, and abuse. Congress, Minneapolis opened a Pandora's box of scandal, isn't it? Is this part of it in New York?
Look, New York has the most expansive Medicaid program in the country, and it has grown exponentially under Kathy Hochul. We've seen billions of dollars of waste, fraud, and abuse. The New York State Comptroller came out with a report just 2 months ago saying that New York State spent over $1 billion on non-New York State residents on Medicaid. It's absurd. There is very little oversight. Albany is an embarrassment. The state legislature refuses to conduct any oversight or rein in the program. They haven't done a Medicaid redesign since the early, teens here. About 2012, they did it. There needs to be reforms, and Dr. Oz is right to go after it. Kathy Hochul even admitted that the CDPAP program, the home care provider program, is rife with fraud, and she recently claimed she saved New Yorkers $2 billion by rooting out the fraud. Well, if she's admitting that there's fraud, then Dr. Oz is right to go after it.
Yes, indeed. Congressman Lawler, thank you very much for joining us. Always appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.